Well, it's kind of an interesting game. We did a lot of good things. Our first starting unit got us off to a great start. We controlled the game for most of the time. I thought their bench really played hard. The last fourth quarter, they played hard. They played together. They got good shots. They played, got a little rhythm going and made it interesting. But winning on the road's tough, and it was good to get one.
Offensively, you guys were able to get going right off the bat. What were you attacking on their end?
I thought it was a little bit of everything. We made some good passing decisions. We got out in transition. Obviously, we shot the three well when they were there. I thought most of our threes came off the pass, which is what we prefer.
You guys had 26 assists.
Sorry.
Ties a season high. What do you think about the ball movement?
Well, particularly the first half. The first half, the ball was moving, and then even in the third quarter, we built it up to 29 or something. And I thought during that stretch, Evan made some really good reads. Damian was mixing up scoring and passing, but I don't know if we've gotten that many. That's probably the most layups we've gotten out of either back doors or cutting or in transition. So anyway, good cuts and good passing.
It seemed like Yusuf tonight, particularly in the passing, was really looking to create from that.
He did. They were. I think that it was good reads in that they were trying to deny Dame and CJ, and again the passes were good, but I thought the cuts, just reading how the defense were playing us.
The possession with all the passing that ended with the Jake.
Yeah.
I mean, can you just talk about that's what you want to see?
That was good basketball. I mean, there's not a basketball person out there that wouldn't appreciate what was, and then you got to make the shot, and with the shot clock run down. But that was pretty.
Show that on film a little bit on the board.
We showed it at halftime.
You did, really?
Yes.
Bigger picture sort of question. You've had Dame and CJ together for a little bit now. Sometimes these combinations can get stale. How have you been able to avoid that? Because after last year it didn't maybe end the way you wanted to, but here you come out again, you're still going strong. How have you been able to avoid that?
Well, I don't know. We have a lot of good guys on the team. Dame and CJ are good friends. They're both very talented players, and they complement each other well. So I don't know. Maybe I just take it for granted that sometimes, but I try not to. That we've got a really good culture, and it's led by those two guys.
In terms of that culture, what is it that they do? What do they bring to help facilitate that culture?
They lead by example. Like I said, they're good people. They're easy to coach. Teammates like them. They like playing with them. It's just part of who they are.
Going back to the beginning of the year when you preached better ball movement and more assists, have you been mostly pleased with that?
Yeah, we have. I think tonight was a good example of it. Sometimes we have good offense and we don't have a lot of assists, so it's difficult to evaluate at times. Third quarter against Minnesota, we had 0 assists. You look at the film and we passed the ball, but when we passed it to somebody, they didn't make the shot. So sometimes it's difficult to evaluate. But I think from the beginning of the season till now, we're much better with passing than we were last year.
Obviously, with the way it played out, I think it obviously makes a lot of sense. But when you're on the road, do you maybe stick with the regular rotation even when you get up in a game? Because it seemed like tonight in the fourth quarter, you guys were up, but you were still playing the regular rotation. You didn't switch.
Well, I wasn't going to screw around with the game, we built a nice lead and thought it was a chance maybe to get some guys in there, but. Like I said, Washington played hard and they made some shots, and anything can happen in this league. So that's why the starters were back in.